Gunda's Games! Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, Gen Dokeshi, here with...
the GateGeek.
And we are here for our final session with you concerning Magic 2014. Sad day.
It's almost over, folks.
You don't have to listen to us for much longer.
Until the next set comes out.
Until the next set.
But this time we're taking care of artifacts and
Yay!
lands and
Artifacts
general
and
thoughts.
lands. First, we begin with a simple, a quarters shield, which is from Mirrodin, right?
Yeah, Scars of Mirrodin.
Scars of Mirrodin. Okay.
Yep. I thought the same thing, but I had to double check.
Yeah. Well, it's a decent equipment. Nice start.
Yeah. If you need
03
artifacts,
Vigilance.
yeah, it's pretty decent. You see this a lot in Draft and Sealed. And you really can't go wrong if you just need the extra slot, that extra bonus. Works better in white.
Honestly, I think the equip cost is a little expensive,
Yeah.
but the effect by itself, I mean, and it's free to play, so there's
There
no
you
reason
go.
not to.
Free to play with microtransactions.
Heh.
You're just getting
Just-
$20.
Toss at least one of them in the set.
Yeah. Usually having at least one is not a bad deal.
Mm-hmm. Next, we've got Bubbling Cauldron. Finally, the other card that the witch can search for.
Yep.
Now, here's where it gets interesting, because it combines well with the other cards. First, you can sacrifice any creature and get 4 life. Or, you can sacrifice the newt, and then each of your opponents will lose 4 life, and you gain all that much. And, since you sacrificed a newt, something is probably dying.
Yep. They remember correctly that the witch fetches the festering newt in a bubbling cauldron, and the festering newt, when the witch is in play, when it dies, something gets -4/-4. This is definitely a multiplayer focused card.
Mm-hmm.
And it's you build a nice. You can build a nice white, black control deck with these elements in it, and a little combo going on there, and screw over your friends, and then it'll never work again. But yeah, I love this neat little uncommon combo they got going on. It's pretty cool.
It's fun, build a casual deck out of it. That's about all you're gonna do with it.
It's a fun casual thing.
Next we got the Darksteel Forge. Yeah, Darksteel.
Making its mythic debut.
Really?
Mythic didn't exist.
Oh, that's right, it hasn't been printed since then.
Jeez, fucking newfangled mythics ruining Magic.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Again, an opportunity for them to show off that artifacts have destruction
Yeah.
as a keyword.
And yep, as opposed to are indestructible. Again, that's just little back end changes. Don't worry about it. But it's still a really neat card to see back.
Yeah. Cost 9, but still. Everything you got's indestructible. Good stuff.
It's nice.
Speaking of indestructible, another Darksteel item. The Ingot.
Makes mana, any color, great for mana fixing, and again shows off indestructible.
Mm-hmm.
So people can't get rid of it. It's always going to be there.
It was pretty good the first time around. Not complaining about it now.
If you need a little mana unlimited, this is definitely the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely not bad, especially since they can't smelt it, which is very unfortunate for including smelt with a bunch of indestructible stuff. But there you go.
Well, there's only 2.
Yeah, true.
2 indestructible artifacts, and one of them costs 9, so it's not going to happen all that often. Next, we've got Door of Destinies.
Fucking slivers.
Well, would you rather they have printed Coat of Arms?
Good point.
That's what I thought.
Now, this basically, you choose creature type sliver. Every sliver you play makes every sliver get +1/+1.
For every encounter on the door.
Yep, and you won't be casting as many slivers as you used to be able to. Whereas back then you could get like 18 billion 1 or 2 costing slivers and just spam them. But now it's a bit more controlled and slower. It's still, you want this in your sliver deck.
They have a decent curve now.
Yeah, this is definitely a 1 or 2 up, and at 4 mana this is really good.
Mm-hmm.
So you can throw that down in the middle of your curve, and just things just start getting better immediately. By the time you hit your bombs, everything's redonkulous.
Now, as for limited, I'd say it's fairly situational, at least in this set, because the only real tribe you've got is slivers. And you've got a couple other things, like you could do humans, maybe.
Yeah, humans aren't bad.
Otherwise, though, there's not all that much you can do.
It's just a neat card you'll probably end up with. It's definitely a $1 or $2 rare. It never usually makes a splash, but it's still pretty cool, especially with slivers.
Next, another reprint. I believe. When was Elixir of Immortality first time?
That was the last M sets. That was M11. Those were it debuted. So it's been.
Really? It first came out in M11?
It shows Dual Decks, Elspeth vs. Tezzeret, and then M11, M12, and 13, and 14.
Thought it was older than that.
Nope.
How
New
strange.
card.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it gains you some life. I've seen this used in a lot of casual life gain decks, especially if you're doing white, and it lets you get your graveyard back in case something really bad happens.
Just destroy all those mill.
Yeah, it's
all
pretty
those
decent.
mill decks.
Yeah,
sad face.
It's pretty good if you need it.
It's okay by itself, though. I mean, you just toss 1 or 2 in your deck, couldn't hurt if you got the space for it.
It's a nice, decent turn 1. Save it up for later. Gain some life. Get your deck back together.
Next, we have a really good enchantment. Oh yeah, Fire Shrieker.
Equipment. It's an enchantment.
Did I? It's an equipment.
So part of the enchantment theme of this deck is turning equipment into enchantments.
Shut your face. Shut your face. Shut.
This one's decent.
Your face.
This is original Mirrodin.
Oh yeah.
Because this is the exact same artwork, and it's not bad.
Double strike.
Whatever nonsense he just said, I will agree with. It introduced double strike to normal people. By normal I mean the people who first joined Magic in the core set. I mean, it's actually not that bad price. So I remember it being terrible for some reason, but this is actually not that bad.
It's probably because around that time we also got crazy equipment cards like Sword of Fire and Ice, Skull Clamp, and in the next set we got Jite. So yeah.
What was it? At least 9 cards were banned during Mirrodin for one deck type.
Yup.
Shit was crazy, yo.
So, I mean, it's a good card by itself. It just wasn't good at the time because everything else was broken.
Yeah. So yeah, this is not bad. It's pretty decent. Equipment cost is actually pretty low, surprisingly. But yeah.
Yeah, and in your limited deck, this is going to just destroy things.
Yeah. This is definitely that bomb. You leave it there, and people will have to go, I have equipment hate. And then that one guy will put that one black card on it that destroys your creature, and you're like, why do you even have this? He's like, I don't know, I stuck it in by accident. And you're like, god damn it.
God damn. Next we have a really cool rare. Not a very good one, mind you, but a really cool one. Guardian of the Ages.
Yeah, he's expensive, of course, but he's that nice. Flavor-wise, I really like him because it's like he's that statue when evil approaches. I must stop it.
You make me angry.
And all of a sudden you get Sandstorm Trampler for 7, which is not that bad. He's a nice threat to sit around.
If you happen to be able to play it, yeah, it's really good.
He's a fun, casual dude.
Keeps
also
you safe.
Fun and casual is the next one, which is also really, really cool. And
Haunted Plate Mail.
May not be good.
Really?
But it's definitely. I think he's more awesome and cool than he is quote unquote good. But 4/4 plus 4 plus 4 for 4, or rather 8, is pretty good. But the fact that he can transform himself if he's alone is pretty awesome. I like that a lot better than the Handle Battered Skull. I think the reason why he's not good is because he just costs so much.
Oh, I only just noticed the activate this ability only if you control no creatures.
Otherwise, you can just do it whenever you wanted, yeah. But
oh yeah, if you could do it whenever, it was great. Now it's less so.
Yeah, he's definitely like guarding the ages in that really, really awesome way. So it's definitely until end of turn 2, but it's really cool. He's just, the equip costs are a little more expensive to make him good. 4 and 4. So
Mm-hmm.
otherwise, yeah, casual wise, dude, I'll throw this into a deck.
Oh
This
yeah.
deck's cool.
Wrath of God happens. Hello?
Well,
Where is everyone? Next we got Millstone with new art.
it's been a while.
I love this art.
Yeah, it's fantastic art.
It's really cool. It
it's
makes so
even-
much more sense than old Millstone.
Yeah. Now that to be fair, they reused that art for a long time.
Yeah.
So
Now
it's great
it's
to see it.
grinding away at your brains.
Yep. It fits more now than it did before because the last time we saw it was 10th edition.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's pretty fun.
It's been a little while. Well, let's just move right along then to Pyromancer's Gauntlet. Again, they're trying to make, Chandra good.
And it's cost too much for that.
Costs a little too much. It's interesting. Like, I like the fact that they just make things slightly better. But it's it's really expensive.
Yeah, if this was like 3, this would be really good.
Yeah.
I could see this at 3 actually for rare, for just being a rare. I could see this at 3. It might be a little too powerful there. Maybe 4. But yeah, it would make red just so much better, and red's not actually all that powerful.
But it does
Surprising.
nothing by itself.
No,
It's
terrible.
it's bad.
It just does everything you're already doing better, which is why it sucks at 5 mana.
Disappointing.
Indeed.
Something that's not disappointing though. Ratchet Bomb.
Hi,
Ratchet Bomb.
It's been a while. Glad to see you're back.
Not that long.
It's been Scars of Mirrodin. It's just been long enough to where you cost more than I want to pay for you. So I'm glad you're back. You're
2.
fun. 2
Destroy anything.
and so
Lots
much-
of things.
So fun. So
Mhm.
fun. Great board wipe for basically cheap.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, definitely invest in a couple of these because they get used in tournaments all the time.
Oh yes, they do.
So if you're not a tournament dude, pick this up fast. It's gonna be like back to $10 again.
Next we've got Ring of 3 Wishes. This is a reprint, right?
No.
No,
This
it's new?
is new. You're thinking of the old wish cards.
Oh, there was a genie. That's what I'm thinking of.
There's wishes used to mean other stuff, but now it's basically just search your library for a card and put it into your hand.
Mm-hmm.
This is great for my Battle Witch deck,
Oh yes.
but it's a bit too much costing for anything else. I mean, it's understandable.
Yeah,
But-
I mean it is search for anything.
Because
It's gotta
Wizard
be
doesn't come
expensive.
to play tapped, which is what they used to do stuff, and that was annoying as hell.
Yeah, but that would also assume that you must have 10 mana to spend on that one turn.
Yeah. Which is why it's a bit much.
It's a bit expensive, but it could be cool, especially in your casual or commander decks.
Oh, Commander? This is perfect for Commander, because it finds
Yeah.
all the cards you need.
Out
So
of
there
your
you go.
100 cards.
Yeah, and 5 mana is not that much, because everything's slow.
Next we have a Rod of Ruin!
Oh,
Rod of Ruin! Punch you in the face. Deal
Yeah.
1.
It's a bit pricey, but it's, it's neat to see.
Yeah, it's always been kind of pricey, but it's cool.
It's a nice little poke every so often to remind you that you're alive and bleeding. Haha.
And
Next
next, we have one final sliver. One last sliver.
I'm actually disappointed for once.
Why? Because it's not Silver Sliver. Now, I will say that Sliver Construct is at least the same name as all its creature types. So Sliver Construct is a Sliver Construct.
But when you have someone lamenting that they never had a silver sliver, and that they wasted the one chance, and then they come out and they don't make silver sliver, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed.
At least it looks like a Predator.
Yeah, that's actually kind of cool. And he has flying and double strike and sorts of bullshit.
Yeah, it's not bad for an artifact creature just right off the bat, and then it's a Sliver.
But it doesn't grant anything. Keep that in mind.
Doesn't
It's
grant
just
anything, but it absorbs all the superpowers.
Yep.
Next, we have a series of 5 people who decided they wanted to raise their hands in the air while holding sticks.
It was great for the photo ops.
Yeah.
But yeah, these, if you're familiar with these old, like Angel's Feathers and Dragon Eye or Dragon's Tooth.
Dragon's Tooth, I believe it was.
Yeah, all those types of artifacts. These are the same thing and just cost one more.
And they have the added bonus of getting you the extra life whenever you play the land, the relevant land, which is good.
For example, Staff of the Death Magus cost 3 mana, colorless of course, and whenever you cast a black spell or play a swamp, or a swamp enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. That makes the green version the best version, because the forest just has to enter the battlefield under your control. You don't have to play the forest.
Rampant growth.
Exactly.
Rampant growth.
You can just toss forest at yourself, and you'll just start gaining life. Make it rain.
Making it rain leaves and life.
So I like this a lot better, because it's, again, no matter what you do, you get rewarded for it.
Now, mind you, it's not something you're ever going to play in like high-level constructed.
God, no.
But it's a fun kitchen card.
Yeah.
And it'll be okay in your draft, maybe.
Yeah, maybe if you throw it in your draft. But this is definitely a kitchen table where things are a bit slower. Other people playing the staves. Things are a bit more just loose and fun. Casual, as it were.
Next we have Strionic Resonator, which does a thing that has never been done before.
Oh, tell us more.
It copies triggered abilities. That's not happened.
This is surprisingly complex for a core set, but I could not see this happening in an
anywhere
export
else.
set.
Yeah, like you'd have to have a very specific set for this to happen in.
Honestly, I could have seen this as an Is It, maybe? An Is It card? But basically, a triggered ability is something that uses the words when, whenever, or at. So, example, the staves we just mentioned. Whenever you cast a green spell or a forest comes into play under your control to gain a life, you could copy that ability with this card. So it would just happen twice. So you'd gain 2 life.
I like it. I'm not entirely sure where it's going to be used.
Yeah,
I just like this series of artifacts that can copy abilities.
Yeah, it's definitely never been seen before. And I'm glad they're covering it. Even if we don't know what it's going to be used for yet, I guarantee it's going to break something somewhere. And it's going to be awesome when it does.
Oh, yes.
Now they just need to copy static abilities, and then we can get really stupid. But until then, it's a neat intellectual card.
Mm-hmm. I suppose they have it in here to teach people what triggered abilities are.
Which was something they really need to do back in Time Spiral.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a neat intellectual card that I'm interested in seeing what happens because of this.
And nextly, we have Trading Post. This is weird.
Again?
Yeah,
this came in last year.
Hmm.
Make goats.
It's fun. It's weird.
There's lots of really weird combos people came up with this. Completely inefficient, but
oh, totally.
Neat combos.
It combos with itself.
Definitely. It's I think they had some of the untapped artifacts last year. But yeah, it's just a neat card. Make a goat and then kill it for your artifact gods.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's neat. Definitely casual. I can't see this being used anywhere else.
No.
But I think some tournament decks used it somewhere, like constructed.
I mean, it is
standard.
just one pay a life, make a dude.
Yeah, I think that's what basically what people use for, and I think it was just to show that they could use it. But yeah, it's neat.
Vial of Poison. Is this a reprint? I don't know if it's a reprint.
I don't think it is. Well, no, it's new. Oddly.
It's okay.
Yeah. I hate the fact you have to sacrifice it.
Yeah, but it's really cheap.
Yeah. Nice little combat trick. Makes your opponents think twice.
Say for your example, you're playing green and you don't really have any creature kill. Or you're playing white and you don't have any creature kill. And you really have to fight something. Well, toss this on a dude.
Yeah, and it's super cheap, so that's the best part about it.
And it makes your opponent think. So long as you have this out and 1 mana, they have to think about it.
And most people are bad at thinking, so this is great for you.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming you can also think.
We hope you can think. This is a game about thinking.
Please think.
Please think. Save the children.
Now, on to the lands.
Next we have Encroaching Wastes. It's
It's
how do we
definitely
feel
new.
about this?
Obviously, land destruction is much more expensive than it used to be,
Mm-hmm.
and they're definitely trying to bring it back in some ways. As you noticed on basic land hate,
Yeah.
it's a bit pricey, of course. It's not going to see a lot of play, I don't think. It might see a bit of 1-ofs or 2-ofs, maybe sideboarded in tournaments, but
So long as
unlikely.
Wasteland ever existed, this compares poorly. But
Or strip mine or whatever.
Strip Mine, that's what I meant.
Well, Wasteland too. There's just a ton of cards like that.
It's just
But-
in a series of lands that continually get worse.
Because the original versions are just the perfect versions of the cards. It just breaks magic.
It's not going to see play in your limited games at all, because there are 2 other non-basic lands,
Yeah,
and they don't come up very much.
pretty shit. So next up, Mutavault.
Oh
Which is-
god, we wanted this back.
The market needed this back. Slivers, basically, was their excuse for putting this one in, I imagine.
I imagine.
Which makes it ridiculous. But also because this is good in every single tribal deck you can possibly imagine.
Mm-hmm.
And they should bring this in every so often, because I don't want to pay $30 for this card.
Even when
So-
right when it came out, it was like $30.
So having a reprint at least refreshes the market, makes it a bit more affordable for, like, because if you're running your own sliver deck, you definitely want to have a couple of these cards.
I had one
But-
once.
yeah.
It was really good. I sold it immediately because it was $30.
Exactly, like, you want people to hold on to this card because it's really, really good. So now you should be able to do that, at least a bit easier now.
A little bit easier. Of course, it's easier to come by.
Yep.
And finally, we have Shimmering Grotto.
Hello again.
Standard mana fixing. Good stuff.
Been around for a while, and it's mana fixing. Grab it if you need a little extra. It's not the best, but it's not bad.
In limited, it will do you good.
Definitely limited.
It will
card.
cover your bases. Otherwise, in constructed formats, you will always have better options.
Interesting. It used to be a common, but I guess since it's a core
That's true.
set, it's uncommon now.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's a neat little card.
And with that, we have covered every card other than basic lands, but we don't need to cover those. Look,
Islands are the best.
Look, islands and swamps and plains and mountains and forests, all on the screen. Whoop-de-doo. You know them. They're cool. They're always good. Moving on. We have completed the set! Yay! Victory is ours.
Yay!
What do you think? I think it's a good set.
Yeah, I think it's fairly fine. Nothing super offensive other than just the sheer presence of slivers. But otherwise, it's at worst mediocre. There's a few standout neat cards in here that I really, really like. That Paladin, even those like 3/3 for 3 with crazy effect stuff. The Young Pyromancer's really good. There's a lot of fun, cool cards in this, more than there are good cards.
Mm-hmm.
Which is,
And
I
how
think,
often does the core set really wow you?
last year.
Last year, yeah.
But
Well,
last year was
let's be
pretty good.
honest. Since they've been doing the once a year, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, those have all been pretty high wow factor.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the strongest cards ever, I mean, except when you get Rancor and Lightning Bolt, but...
Or Titans or any of that crazy nonsense. This is definitely more cool and interesting than holy fucking what a broken card other than Mutavault. But yeah, it's cool. People will pick these cards up and go, hey, this card looks awesome. What's a sliver? Hey, what's this card works with that card? I'm gonna go find that card. It's a lot
I'm
of
gonna learn about the game.
yeah, it's definitely more of the trying to capture the excitement of not super great stuff, but trying to capture the excitement of, ooh, I want to know more about some of the stuff that's in here, and it seems cool and seems to do cool things.
Mm-hmm.
But power-wise, it's pretty. It's at worst,
Pretty
it's
mid-range.
middle- Yeah, it's pretty mid-range, which is good because we want the fall set to be pretty wow worthy.
Mm-hmm. And we'll see what happens then. And hopefully we'll be talking to you about it.
Hopefully.
So please let us know in the comments what you thought of this whole set of videos. I would like to know. GateGeek would like to know.
Yeah. If you want to hear us talk about it more often than every 3 or 4 months, let us know. We know quite a bit about the game, so we can talk about whatever. So let us know.
Yeah.
Send us your mail.
Thanks for watching / listening, whatever you've been doing. I've been Gin.
I've been the GateGeek.
And you've been watching us talk about a card game. Bye.
Bye-bye.